Now we're going to talk about using the fundamental counting rule. That's what the FCR at the top stands for, fundamental counting rule. Using the fundamental counting rule, we can count large number of things at one time instead of having to count them individually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So, there are 4 blood types, A, B, AB, and O. Blood can also be positive or negative. And finally, a blood donor can be classified as either male or female. How many different ways can a donor have his or her blood labeled? So, there are 4 blood types. So that's one option. And I'm going to put a blank for each option that we have. It can be positive or negative. That's another option. Or they can be male or female. And that's another option. So, 4 blood types, 2 for positive or negative, and 2 for male or female. The fundamental counting rule says that if we multiply those 3 numbers together, we'll have how many different ways we can label the blood. So 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. Next example. Next semester you're planning to take 3 courses. You wish to take Math, English, and Humanities. There are 8 sections of Math, 5 of English, and 4 of Humanities. Assuming no scheduling conflicts, how many different 3-course schedules are possible? So there's 3 different courses that we're choosing from. We can assume no scheduling conflicts. So we have 8 sections of Math to choose from, 5 of English, 4 of Humanities. Multiply those together. 8 times 5 is 40, times 4 is 160. And that's using the fundamental counting rule. Next example. This one's going to be just a little bit different. You're taking a multiple choice test, and that test has 10 questions. Each of the questions has 4 answer choices, with 1 correct answer per question. If you select one of these 4 choices for each question and leave nothing blank, and how many ways can you answer the questions? Okay, there were 10 questions, and you're answering all 10 of them, so that's 10 blanks. For each question, there's 4 choices that you have that you can choose from. Now the fundamental counting rule says that we can multiply all those together to determine how many ways there are to answer the questions. But there's another way to write 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 10 times. We can write that as 4 to the 10th. And 4 to the 10th, just using our calculator, is 1,048,576. So that is a lot of ways to answer a 10-question multiple choice test. And then the last example here, a Little League baseball team has 9 players. Find the number of ways the coach can arrange the batting order. So, we have 9 players. That's 9 blanks. The first blank, he has 9 players to choose from. Now, that player then goes up to bat. Whatever player is chosen, they go up to bat. They can no longer be chosen. That means we have 8 players to choose from. And then that player goes up to bat. They can't bat again, so we're left with 7. And then that one is chosen, they go to bat, we're left with 6. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fundamental counting principle says multiply all those together And that, just using your calculator, you can do 9 times 8 times 7 times 6, etc., down to 1. And that's 362,880.